Hey guys, happy Monday. Just Now's coming to you from South Central PA. It is, as you can see, the sunshine coming in my window. It is a gorgeous Monday morning. We had a weekend of rain, so thankful for the sunshine today. So thank you guys for joining us. Today is Monday, December 17th. Oh my gosh, like 8 days till Christmas, right? Let's stay focused. Let's get this Monday DMO Zoom in and get moving, whatever it is you got to do today. So the statements and opinions expressed herein are my own and not necessarily those of Pruvit Ventures Incorporated. The statements have not been approved by or adopted by Pruvit. So when making changes to your diet and lifestyle, please consult with your doctor first. There we go. Okay. So today on the DMO Hustle, we are going to talk about vision and anchoring back to your why. This is something that I think we all constantly need to work on. I know I do. Why? Why do we need to focus on our why? Because stuff happens, you guys. Life happens, right? And no matter how hard we try to prevent certain things, stuff's gonna happen. And we've got to learn how to roll with it. And we've got to stay laser focused on our goals. So, first of all, vision. What is vision? What is your vision? How do you establish your vision? It comes down to goals, right? Have you established your 2019 goals? I know we're not to 2019 yet, but have you established your 2019 goals yet? I know I haven't. But it's something that I need to do prior to the start of 2019, because like Brian James has told us, why would you get on an airplane not knowing where it's going? Not knowing its destination. Every time we get on that plane, we know exactly where it's going, right? But if we don't establish our goals, it's the same. It's kind of like getting on a plane and not knowing where it's going. Just not smart at all. So your vision is your goals. Write them down. Don't just keep them up here. There's always so much going on up here. Like, we don't need to put anything else up here that we can write down on paper. And also seeing it, thinking it, right, is one thing. Seeing your goals is another thing. And then feeling your goals is another thing. I'm a big heart kind of person. Like, I believe that we have, our five senses, but I believe what the heart feels is huge. So what we need to do is fuel our heart. We fuel our bodies and our brains with ketones, right? We need to fuel our hearts as well. So by writing down our goals and putting them somewhere where we see them every day, whether it be on our bathroom mirror, whether it be on the steering wheel of our car, wherever, remind yourself of what your vision is. And that then also translates to your why. Why do you have those goals? Why do you want to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish in 2019 and beyond? So, there's a lot of things that we talk about as far as DMOs and what we need to do every day to keep our action level up and to keep our heads and our hearts in the right place. We talk about morning gratitude. Personally, I write down 3 things every morning that I'm grateful for here and now, and 3 things that my future self is grateful for. Also, personal development. We talk about that. We talk about the miracle morning. We talk about daily movement. We talk about the play that works and setting how many messages a day you want to send out. Those are all amazing DMO steps, and definitely things that need attention every single day. But what about, when we get distracted? Or what about when things don't go exactly how we expect them or plan them to go? What do? Do you just crumble to the floor and just like in a heap and you bawl? Okay, that happens sometimes. Sometimes a good cry helps. I think the ladies can agree with me, especially. But we can't do that every day. We can't do that every minute of every day. That's just not productive. So what we need to do is focus on our why. Why did we start this? Why do we do what we do? Why are we doing this, right? So how do we do that? One of the things I like to do to keep myself focused on my why, to keep myself reminding of who I am, right? That no one defines me but me. Nothing defines me but me. And one of those things is speaking my N8 or my I am statement. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You have your N8 or your I am statement. We pretty much do this exercise at every Pruvit event, which, by the way, I hope to see all of y'all at Epic in Phoenix in February. It's going to be here before we know it. Those tickets are on sale right now, by the way. But we do this at almost every single event. And if you don't know what this is, reach out to your COC, reach out to me. Let me help you walk you through the process of establishing your I am statement. And it's very powerful whenever you establish it. And it's even more powerful whenever you review it every single day and sometimes numerous times a day. This is something that I do whenever I am distracted from my why, when things don't go the way that I should. So I just literally will say my I am statement out loud. If I'm in my car, I scream it. I totally do. I know people are looking at me weird. I don't care, because it gets me back to center. It gets me back to my why I'm doing what I do. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to recite my I am statement for you right now. I, Jessica Knouse, am a fun, smart, intelligent, positive, inspirational, and now I got them out of order. Just a smart, fun, positive, inspiring, passionate leader, fighter, life changer that inspires others to reach their dreams, doesn't give up, lives life full out, and I'm a freaking champion. Say that over and over and over again. Get louder and more passionate every time you say it. It will definitely bring you back focused to center and where you need to be. And I'll tell you what, Christy Jones, she is really, she focuses on her I am statement a lot. And if she's feeling down, she just needs to say it to someone else. She will simply message it to me. And that, helps her get centered back to her why, but it helps me too. It's twofold. So just out of the blue, Pam Mateer's done this for me too. Just out of the blue, message someone your I am statement. It is so powerful to hear other people's I am statement, and it lifts you up at the same time. So that's one way to get focused back to your why, your I am statement. So another thing that we can do, so I have had a couple meetings that I've gone to that I was really nervous about. We all have those, meeting with people that you're really nervous about. So what can you do to keep yourself focused while your brain is going 500 different directions about how this meeting is going to go, right? For me, a lot of that is music. I use music a lot to calm myself, or to get pumped up, or just to, I don't know, some people like the background noise of a television. I personally like the background noise of music. It keeps me centered. So I have a Pruvit playlist. And when I'm going into a meeting that I'm nervous about, I play the songs, a lot of songs that we play at events and such. There's like a handful that we hear every single time we go to these events. But I have a playlist of those on my phone, and I will blare them in my car on the way to the meeting, or I'll blare them on my phone before that Zoom that I'm, not real excited about. And it lifts me up, it pumps me up, it keeps me focused as to why I'm doing it. And it takes me emotionally back to one of those events, right? So of course, that environment, being surrounded by how many other thousands of provers and that love, right? I can feel that. So music, use music to get you centered back to your why. Other visual things like your lock screen on your phone or your home screen on your phone. What are they set to? Are they fueling your why? Are they reminding you of your why? I want to show you guys really quick. I know we're getting past 10 minutes here, but I want to show you guys so this is my lock screen. This reminds me of my why. These are my two kids, Austin and Ethan. And in the center, you guys will probably recognize Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney. And you guys probably know that I'm absolutely Disney fanatic, but what Disney had to overcome to achieve what he achieved is absolutely amazing. So this picture, my why is my kids. Absolutely, I want to show them that they can build the life that they have always dreamed of, but also just, Walt Disney fuels me, inspires me to keep going. So that's my lock screen. And then this is my home screen. Again, Disney based, shocker, I know. So inside Cinderella's castle at Walt Disney World, there is a mosaic of the story of Cinderella. And this is where the fairy godmother turns her into, looks like a princess, for the ball to go meet the prince. And the reason why I like this picture is because the fairy godmother saw something in her that no one else saw. Her stepmother and her stepsisters did not like her, and they did not see any potential in her or anything that she was good for other than to simply just clean their house and basically be at their beck and call, right? But the fairy godmother saw something more in her and just gave her that push so that she had the confidence to see something better in her than just a housemaid. You know what I mean? So that's why that fuels my why as well. I know that there's more in me. I know I have more to give. And it all started with someone believing in me. And I just want to pass that on to others. So look at your home screen, look at your lock screen, see if those things are reminding you of your why. You know, put your goals on there, like what you want your promoter volume to be at, you know, or what rank you want to be at. That it can be your vision board, your dream board. Put that on your phone. That's a really good, and we have our phones in our hands all the time, right? So it's a really good reminder. So just real quick, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm sorry, I'm going over here. Pictures around you. I have a picture on my desk. Just show you guys real quick. Can you see it? It's a limo with a chauffeur and a red carpet, because this is what it's going to look like outside of my office the day that I quit my full-time job and I can be full-time with Pruvit. So this is on my desk, kind of hidden a little bit, but I remind myself every day why I'm working as hard as what I am, why I stay focused here while I'm in the office, and why I work hard after office hours. So, you know, what kind of pictures do you have around? What kind of quotes do you have around you that inspire you, keep you focused and centered? What else do I have here real quick? Yeah, I think that's about it. So why do we do all this, right? We've got to prepare ourselves, because those lows are going to happen. And when we prepare ourselves, when we remind ourselves of our why, it's muscle memory, right? So the more that we do that, the more that we remind ourselves, the more we are faster to snap out of something when something doesn't go right and come back center, come back to our whys. And a really good video to look up is on YouTube, TD Jakes. He has a really good video about preparing for the lows. And I also think that when you prepare for the lows, it keeps you humble and therefore prepares you for the highs as well. So, I think that's all I have, guys. I hope you found this definitely beneficial. Remember, today is a busy day. A lot of us are rebooting. Boop, boop. I see Lori mixing up something. Maybe that's her bone broth that she's getting ready to drink for noontime. Don't forget that Signum OS. Don't forget that DNA repair. And for those of you that purchased the Reboot Excel kit, don't forget tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern time is a Zoom with Dr. Ryan. Also, we have, for those of you that are COCs, 8:15 COC Zoom and 9:15 State of Play. Invite, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a couple minutes here today. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. We'll talk soon.